Is Patrick Mahomes still in the GOAT conversation? Super Bowl 59 just delivered a brutal reality check, and the numbers don't lie. He's miles away from touching Tom Brady's legacy. If there was ever a game that proved Mahomes is no Brady, this was it. Throughout the season, the NFL world buzzed with one question. Could the Kansas City Chiefs become the first team in history to win 3 straight Super Bowls? More importantly, if Mahomes secured his 4th ring before turning 30, would he finally enter Brady's realm? Spoiler alert, he didn't. And it wasn't even close. Brady's legacy versus Mahomes' stumble. Let's be clear, Tom Brady wasn't just great, he was untouchable. From being a number 199 draft pick to winning 7 Super Bowls, Brady's rise was the ultimate underdog story. Mahomes, on the other hand, was a first-round pick, a golden boy from the start. Yet, when it mattered most, he flopped spectacularly. Super Bowl disaster, Mahomes' career worst half. Mahomes entered the game knowing the Philadelphia Eagles' defense was no joke. He even tried some mind games, showing up in a green suit to mess with their heads. But by halftime, he wasn't just losing, he was being humiliated. His stats? 6 and 14 completions, 33 yards, 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, a total collapse. In his post-game interview, Mahomes admitted,
anytime you lose a Super Bowl, it's the worst feeling in the world. They'll stick with you the rest of your career.
At this point in his career, Brady had never posted such an abysmal Super Bowl half. And while Brady's early Super Bowls were played in an era where defenses had free rein to obliterate quarterbacks, Mahomes benefits from modern rules designed to protect him. Despite this, he was sacked 6 times, and the Eagles didn't even blitz. Brady versus Mahomes. 5 Super Bowls comparison. Look at the numbers. Not only does Brady have more Super Bowls and MVPs, but his TD-INT ratio was nearly 4-1, while Mahomes sits at a 10-7 ratio, barely above water. The Chiefs' collapse falls on Mahomes. The final score, Eagles 40, Chiefs 22. But the truth is, this wasn't just a loss. It was an embarrassment. Mahomes played so poorly in the first half that it single-handedly doomed Kansas City's three-peat dreams. The worst part? The Chiefs' defense held strong early, giving Mahomes multiple chances to turn things around. He didn't. By the time he finally connected with his receivers in the last 18 minutes, the game was out of reach. The Eagles dominated possession, keeping the ball away from Mahomes, executing a perfect strategy. Mahomes himself admitted, "This one's gonna hurt, let it hurt, and figure out how to get better because of it." Brady never lost like this. In 10 Super Bowls, Brady was never the reason his team lost. Yes, he had heartbreaking defeats, twice to the Giants, once to the Eagles, but he never imploded the way Mahomes just did. The Chiefs were aiming to be the first team to win 3 consecutive Super Bowls, a feat Brady never even achieved. And yet, it wasn't a historic defense or a powerhouse offense that stopped them. It was Mahomes himself. Mahomes' GOAT case? It's gone. So where does this leave Mahomes? Out of the GOAT conversation, for now. With this loss, the gap between him and Brady isn't just wide, it's a canyon. For Mahomes to re-enter the conversation, he'd need at least 5 more Super Bowl wins, with elite performances, not collapses like this. Brady's status remains untouchable, and this Super Bowl proved it. Mahomes isn't the next Brady. He's just another great quarterback who had a bad night. The GOAT conversation, case closed. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more in-depth sports analysis, hot takes, and exclusive updates, make sure to subscribe to FirstSportz and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video.